Hey, Blake Martin of FranNet of the Heartland, tell us what kind of franchises are available out there in the big market?
You know, in the franchising industry, it's a whole lot more these days than just, do you want French fries with that? There's about 90 categories of businesses represented in the franchising field, and 88 of those have nothing to do with fast food, food in general, or fitness businesses.
90 categories.
That's right. That's
Wow.
right. By example, some of the more popular concepts in the franchising field right now are healthcare businesses, preschool education businesses, recycling businesses, and businesses that provide services where the investment is less than $100,000.
Wow, so there's quite a mix, quite a variety of fields, it sounds like. Hey, Blake, do I have to be a full-time owner? I mean, I just got my severance package, or I just sold the house, and et cetera, but I'm not sure I want to put full-time into this. Is there any way around that to still have a franchise?
Right. It's very common in this day and age that in the franchising field, owners are more investors who are taking more of a semi-passive or semi-absentee role as an owner.
What does that mean, semi-absentee?
What that means is they're leveraging the systems, processes, and tools that the franchise company has built over the years, combining that with their leadership and management experience as a business professional, and they are managing managers within their new franchise business that are there all day, every day.
So they hire a staff to do the work, and they just kind of watch the books and the overall manager in the background.
You got it.
Sounds like an ideal business to me. Say, hey, you know, I've got a pretty good nest egg set up. Do I need a lot of money to get into this franchising world?
Well, everybody's definition of a lot of money is different, right? So my definition of a lot of money is a little different from, let's say, Warren's.
That Buffett guy, right?
Yeah, that Buffett guy. That being said, no, you don't need to be a millionaire to start a franchise business. You know, if you were going to buy 5 McDonald's,
well,
maybe.
Yeah, right.
But that's, 99.8% of the franchise opportunities have nothing to do with that. And one of the bigger trends in franchising right now are businesses where the investment is $150,000 or $100,000 or less for the all-in initial capitalization.
Wow.
Yeah.
So a person gets started without really hardcore money, it sounds like. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's a real investment with real money, but most of the folks I work with, at least in the Heartland area, we're talking about way less than $500,000, usually less than $200,000.
I see, for the all-in. Huh? Don't have to be a multimillionaire. Well, that's terrific. Well, I mean, what does a typical franchisor look like? What does a franchisee rather look like in your world?
Yeah, the typical investor that's looking to start a franchise business, usually they fall into one of two buckets. You mentioned one of them earlier. It's that person who has a severance or is in a position right now in their career where they want to do something different, either as a plan B on a semi-absentee basis, or they just want a whole new career full-time. The other bucket is the existing entrepreneur who's looking to expand their portfolio. They're looking to add additional businesses on, maybe because they've stabilized one business or they're selling another business.
Great. Well, it sounds like there's a lot of different looks to investors, and most anybody can consider it. It sounds like, hey, that's the last thing I'm wondering, if I want to launch into this kind of a thing, and how do I learn more? How do I talk to somebody who's doing it right now? Is there a way to do that?
You pinpointed something that's really important in franchising research. Every good franchise company is going to make sure that they put together a structured research process. Step 2 or 3 of that process is actually getting you in communication to ask real tough pointed questions of their existing franchise owners, the people that are living in the shoes that you're thinking about getting into.
Getting the word from the horse's mouth, it sounds like.
That's right.
Hey Blake, we're out of time. Tell us what you do.
So what I do is I help match folks up who are looking to start a business, not quite sure what kind of business is the right fit. We give them education about the franchising field so they can decide, is that the right solution for them? And then we can help identify franchise concepts that are a good fit for their goals and priorities.
And how do I reach you?
You reach me by calling either 402-415-3651 or going right to FranNetoftheHeartland.com.
Perfect. Well, we'll do that, and thanks so much for joining us, Blake.
Thank you, Paul.